Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Luling Holiday Classic 2024 edition. Just getting started here, Luling High School Gym, Eagle High School Gym, whichever one you prefer, and score there by number one for. Actually, we had a late substitution, very late substitution. The Bloomington Bobcats are here in place of the Sacred Heart Indians. So those of y'all that saw that on the schedule I had posted earlier in the week, just changed the two teams. It'll be, instead of being the Sacred Heart Indians, it'll be the Bloomington Bobcats. I'm trying to get the scoreboard going. I wanted to go ahead and get the broadcast started and didn't want to hold it up for that. So this is the first of quite a few games today here on LESB. They won't all be on this particular broadcast. I split them up into groups of two. So we'll have this game and then the next game, and then we'll switch over. And so if you go to our Facebook page, you should see that. You should see that. We had another score by Bloomington, makes the score 4-0. Still trying to get the scoreboard going. We barely started and it already crashed on me once. So we got a three-pointer by Prairie Lee. Actually, it was a three, I thought. They saw the referee signal three, but they only put two on the board. So not sure if they're going to end up checking on that. I saw the referee throw his hands up in there. But for right now, the scoreboard has it at 2-2. So Brad says I'm good on the video and the audio, and do have a person helping me today. I have Mark Lube from those of y'all might know him from the writing for the Luling Newsboy here in town, and then also other papers that he writes for as well. I think he writes for Shiner. He just was covering the state football championship last week that unfortunately Shiner lost. We got a timeout already by I believe it was by Bloomington. So while there's a timeout, let me see if I can get this scoreboard fixed back up. I had it done a minute ago, and then, like I said, it crashed on me. So Bloomington is wearing the dark uniforms. They're the black with white numerals, some green trim. So they're the visiting team, and then the home team is the Prairie Lee Indians wearing their home white uniform with gold numerals, black trim. So there you go, a not so world famous Craig Way impersonation for you at 9:06 in the morning. So the host team, the Luling Eagles, won't play their first game until later on today. I believe it's at 4:30. I had printed out the schedule, and then, of course, I ended up leaving it at home. But I do have it on my the one that I mentioned. I posted on the Facebook page. So, I will. There's a miss by Prairie Lee. Rebounded by Bloomington. So it's going to be a jump ball, it looks like. Yep. So let me see if I can get this going here. Yep, looks like I got it going. Just I got to get it started now. As far as the scoreboard. Steal by Prairie Lee. Coming the other way. Layup is good. Makes the score 7-6 in favor of the Indians. It's good because that Sacred Heart wasn't here because it would have been Indians versus Indians. Kind of hard to say Indians when they're both teams the same mascot. So fortunately, I didn't have to worry about that. And it being a little early in the morning, not much of a crowd here yet. Thought there was a timeout called earlier, but there's no timeout taken off the board. So I'm assuming either they didn't take it off the board or there wasn't one. It was something else a little earlier. And there's a layup. It's good for Bloomington. Bloomington with the ball coming the other direction. And off the hands of one of the players, and it goes out of bounds. So let me go ahead and get the score updated. I finally got my scoreboard going. So score right now is Bloomington 8 and Prairie Lee 7. And we had three-pointer attempt by Prairie Lee. That's no good. And then coming the other way, 2 for the Bobcats. Lays it up and good. That makes the score 10-7. Now we have a timeout, and that's Prairie Lee. So I know that was called. So let me go ahead and take that off their timeouts. So, yeah, that is the first timeout because now they did take that one off the board. So not going crazy here. So let me go ahead and get the clock updated too because I got behind with everything, trying to get all this going. Flying solo, except for Mark's help, but Mark is just here to run the camera. I had to actually set up the camera, so, but he's good to go. So he's, like I said, right here next to me. So he says he'll be here for most of the games, or some of the games today, put it that way, at least till hopefully Brad Wright will be here when he gets off his job later on this afternoon. So I think he said he's had one that the Yoakum game, correct? You said that you weren't going to be able to do the camera because you got to do your other job. so let me go ahead and get this clock updated. Here I'm babbling and not doing what I said I was going to do. So it's at 4:14 left officially here in the first quarter of this first game of the Luling Holiday Classic. Again, score 10-7. And 13 for a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebounded by number 1, and we got a whistle. And not sure what happened, and I think one of the players lost his glasses. I'm not sure if it's I think the lens might have popped out of his glasses. Not sure. But I think he's got it fixed up now, so should be good to go. 3 coming the other way. And I did get the names on these people. I just had so much going on, and there's another 2 points for Bloomington. So Brad was just checking in and saying that I guess if you're watching on the cell phone, if I'm understanding him correctly, that the video and audio are good on there, but apparently if you're watching on a laptop, it's not as good. There's a whistle and there's a foul. Brad, text me if that's wrong, that I understood you incorrectly, but that's what I'm thinking that he had said. Free throw's no good from Prairie Lee. It's actually 3:36 left. Let the clock run down a little further than what it should have. No good on that free throw as well. Number 1 inside, and it's a good bucket there for Bloomington. see if I can get the names for them. Right when I had it, now it's disappeared. And looks like a bucket there for Prairie Lee. And a steal by Prairie Lee, and a block though by number 1 there for the Bobcats. And I only have last names. Number 1 is Moreno for the Bobcats. Pass inside to 15, and that's a bucket for Prairie Lee. There's a whistle. 15 for Prairie Lee is Woods. It looks like Woods. Ball inbounded, and shot's no good by Bloomington. And there's a whistle. 30-second timeout. And I believe, let's see who was it. I was called by Bloomington. Or actually, no, Prairie Lee. So, and I think the timeout I thought of earlier, I'm guessing it got called because now I'm seeing 4 for Bloomington, 3 for Prairie Lee. So let me go ahead and get that updated. Okay, that one too many for Prairie Lee. There we go. So 4 timeouts left for Bloomington, 3 left for Prairie Lee. Score is 14-11. Bloomington on top. It's 2:43 actually left here in the first quarter. So ball inbounded. I'll start it here in a second. Wait to get down to 2:40. There we go. So 11 with it for Prairie Lee. Goes into the lane, has it knocked away. 2:35 left in the first quarter. Ball stolen. And Bloomington coming the other way with it. Layup is good. That was number 3. That's Gardner, Jardner. 1 with it for Prairie Lee. Drives into the lane. They're passing it around. And knocked away in the whistle. 2:12 left here in the first quarter. And 16-11 now in favor of Bloomington. First free throw is good for Prairie Lee. Makes the score 16-12. They haven't put it on the big board yet, and there's the other one. Maybe they were just waiting to see if he was making them both. No, because they still haven't done it yet. There's a sleep over there at the scorer's table, apparently. Actually, I see what they did now. They put it on the wrong side. Prairie Lee is the home team. Yeah, they got it right now. I think somebody realized it over there. Number 1 with a layup is good for Bloomington. Yeah, that was Moreno again. Moreno with a steal. It's over to number 3. That's Gardner. Up the floor, and a layup is good for Bloomington. That was number 4. That's Melcher, I guess that is, Melchr, or Melcher. I'm going to go with Melcher for now. And if I'm getting the names wrong, I apologize in advance. But it is spelled that way, Melchr. Ball, and we're going to have a substitute, and then apparently one referee didn't communicate that to the other referee. The ball inbounded, it goes out of bounds. Ball inbounded. 15, and it's turned over. Coming the other way are the Indians. There's a whistle. Got to get some of these names for the Indians. They only have 6 guys, I believe, on the team. 3 for Bloomington has it and knocked away. That was 25. That's Harkey, Harkey, last name, for the Indians. They're coming the other way, and they throw it up. I was 11. That was Garza. He missed on that wild shot. Coming the other way, knocked away, and 21 comes up with it. We're under a minute now left in the first quarter. Layup by number 15 for Bloomington. That was Reyes, Reyes, last name. Coming the other way are the Indians, and there's a whistle and a foul. That was Garza driving the lane again. They got a Garcia, it's number 20. This is for the Indians. Ramirez, number 1. And I guess that's Canspa. It's number 13. There's a free throw good by Ramirez. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Garza. Sorry, there was 11, not 1. And so we have Garza and a Garcia, and then, of course, Harkey, 25, mentioned a while ago, and then Woods, number 15. That's the 6 players for the Indians. There's a whistle. So at 38.9 left here in the first quarter. 3-pointer, and in and out, no good. That was Garza, I believe that was on that 3-point attempt. 30.7. Sorry, I don't have the point seconds. There's a inbound, and it's missed, and there's a whistle. It was Harkey that missed that layup for the Indians. The Bobcats. Bloomington is the Bobcats coming the other way. Now we're at 18.7 left here in the first quarter. And this number 3, that's Gardner going to the line for the Bobcats. Score 22-14. They're ahead by 8 points. Now 9. And in case y'all didn't see my post, the way this tournament's going to work is every team is going to play every other team in their respective pools. There's 2 pools, and there's a second free throw good of 4 teams each. And once the records are determined after that round robin, it'll basically determine where they end up in the last 4 games, whether it's going to be for the consolation, which is basically there's a lost turnover out of bounds. 4.8 left. So Prairie League's going to throw it up. It's Garza, and it's off the backboard, no good. So that is the end of the first quarter here at Eagle High School Gym in game number 1 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. And your score is the Bloomington Bobcats 24 and the Prairie League Indians 14. So we'll take a brief break here. We'll recognize our title sponsor, even though I think, like I told y'all, he's off seeing Mickey Mouse somewhere, Logan Pettis and Uncle Wiggly's Wieners. Stay tuned here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here at Eagle High School Gym. Eric Lugo with you, flying solo for right now. Although I do have the help of a camera operator right now, Mr. Mark Lube from the Luling Newsboy, as well as some other papers here in the local area. So y'all see Mark around, y'all can make sure and thank him for doing that, because if it wasn't for that, then you would have no camera, and you would just have to be listening to me and kind of getting all the updates. All of my crew is basically doing their day job, except for one of them that's helping with the actual tournament, working the scores table over there. So that's Trish Calloway. There's a miss by number 1 on the three-pointer for. Oh, there's a travel. We're gonna get a travel there, I believe. Yeah, or double dribble is actually what we got. So that was for Prairie Lee. That was Ramirez, number 1 on that three-point miss. Inbounded, and they got a whistle. That was Harkey, 25, that had the ball, and he was going to get fouled by the Bobcats. So Harkey will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 7:44 left in the second quarter. And the first one is missed, in and out, rattled around, didn't fall through. Second free throw is missed as well, and rebounded. Oh, they're still fighting with it, and actually there was Garza that came up with it and missed on the layup, and then they got a whistle. Going to get a foul, I believe, here. Ball inbounded. 3 with it, gets it over to 4. It's a layup, and it's good. So that was Melker. I guess I hope I'm saying that name. I'll have to probably ask their coaches and make sure I'm getting that right. And there's a run-in jumper that's good from Prairie Lee. That young man with the glasses had him hit again. Speaking from experience, I think I have to tell him you might want to get some glasses a little bit better for playing basketball than what you got. There's an inbound and miss, and that was Gardner, number 3, that missed that layup for Bloomington. Garza with a 3, it's short, way short, and rebounded by Moreno, number 1 for the Bobcats. And they're going to get it. I saw that right in front of me. It's a charge. So Bloomington up by 10. Garza with a 3. It's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Melker. Over to, and there's a whistle. Gardner had the ball, was dribbling it around. Gardner with it, gets it over to 23. And there's a whistle. That was Newman, N-E-W-M-A-N, 23 for the Bobcats. So Newman will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 6:17 left in the second quarter. Free throw is good. Bloomington does have at least one fan here. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded, and that was good. I think it was 0. I was looking down. I didn't see who it was. That was 0. That was Baladez, B-A-L-A-D-E-Z. Herteen with it over to 1. I believe that said Ramirez. There's a whistle. Yeah, Ramirez is number 1 for Prairie Lee. Ball inbounded now by Bloomington. And knocked away, and it's out of bounds. 5:43 left here in the second quarter. And Bloomington now up 29-16. There's a whistle and a travel. Ball inbounded. Garza with it. Oh, and off the hands of 13. That was Kanspa. And jumper by number 1, no good. He rebounds over to Newman, and Newman gets fouled again. So he'll go to the line once again. Free throw is up and no good. And if you're just joining us, I want to let you know again the schedule. If you looked at the one I posted on our Facebook page, we had a late substitution. Sacred Heart apparently was not able to participate in this tournament, this 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. So that's why you're seeing Bloomington here instead of them. Ball inbounded by the Indians. And knocked away. One comes up with it. Moreno for the Bobcats over to Gardner. Inside and missed. Layup by Melker. And coming the other way, Melker had it and then got fouled. 4:58 left here in the second quarter. So this is Melker going to the line. Free throw is a rainbow and it misses everything. Free throw there, and that one hit the rim at least. Rebounded. Newman comes up with it. He scoops layup and misses, but then the rebound, I think that was number 0 again, Valadez on the cleanup there. Garza has the ball for the Indians. Gets it over to Ramirez. And Kanspa had it, 13, and got it. And there's a whistle. Got it to Garza, 11. 4:33 left in the second quarter. Ball inbounded, knocked away. The Bobcats coming the other way with it. Oh, Newman almost lost it, but he did get it, and there's a whistle and there's a foul. A timeout by a 30-second timeout by Bloomington. So I'm not sure. I think they called it 30 earlier, so if that's the case, and they're out of the 30-second timeout variety, they only have the full timeouts left, and that's for the game. It's per game. So again, at 4:19 left here, let me go ahead and get a couple of seconds ahead there. And Bloomington ahead of Prairie Lee, 31-16. So since it's a short timeout, we'll go ahead and keep it right here. And again, thanks to all of you for joining us. And there'll be another game after this one. Between games, I'll just kind of put the broadcast on silent, and we'll run a few commercials, of course, like we always do. And then we'll be back for that one. And then just like I said, there's going to be 8 pods when this is all over with. And so basically it's going to be 8 pods of 2 games each. So thanks to everybody for joining us from wherever you are in the world. And I don't know if I didn't hear from Brad. At least I don't think I did. I'll have to check at halftime, see if I got a text message. Yeah, Coach Renado's asking yes, all day and tomorrow. So yeah, okay. So he said something about playing in the other gym, but if that's the case, we're only doing the games in here. I can't. We only have one set of equipment. So, so yeah, free throw is good by Newman. So let me get the score there. Lane violation, so that second one won't count. If there are games in the other gym, I didn't know anything about it. Well, just like I didn't know anything about till I got here about Bloomington being in the tournament. So they don't always tell me everything. So we're at 4:04 left here in the second quarter. I don't think they took the timeout off the board for Bloomington a little while ago. Actually, I think it should be 3 timeouts both ways. But they didn't take it off. So at 3:57 left in the and there's a three-pointer good by Prairie Lee. Let's see if I can see who that was. 15 for them. I'm getting my phone to move. And there's a bucket by Bloomington. 15 for Prairie Lee is Woods. He's the one that had that three-pointer a while ago. And Garza has the ball now over to Kanspa. And hopefully I'm saying that man's name right. So coming the other way is Bloomington. Layup is no good. And rebounded by, let's see, Woods was 15. That's Harkey, 25. So ball stolen by 15 and then over to, for a good bucket, it was Gardner. 15 is Reyes for the Bobcats. Layup is good by number 1. I believe that's Ramirez for Prairie Lee. Yes, it is. And there's a whistle. We're at 2:36 left in the second quarter. Okay. Get the clock started there. Ball inbounded. Layup, no good by number 0. Misses. Number 1 comes up with it, and he makes it. Makes the score 38-21. Zero Valadez scored it. Moreno was the one with the rebounds right before that. Three-pointer's no good by Garza. Gardner passes up front to 21, and he lays it up and good. 21 is Garcia for the L. Garcia. First name starts with an L. And this is Prairie Lee's Garcia. And turnover. And a shot, I believe that was Gardner for the Bobcats, and that's good. Makes the score 42-21, so the Bobcats have doubled up Prairie Lee in this first game. Miss, no good, and there's a whistle. So 0 going to the line for, and that's Valadez, and he makes the first one. 43-21. Free throw is good there as well. Garcia, and got it to Ramirez, but too low the pass, and he turns it over, and there's almost another turnover by Bloomington. Coming the other way with it, and that's Ramirez with it for the Indians. It's it over to number 20, over to Garcia, and inside to 20, and he loses it. But it's going to stay with the Indians on this end, the far end. And there's a whistle. Is Garcia. They have a Garcia as well. We have two Garzas, one on each, or Garcias, I'm sorry, and then a Garza. So we're at 53.3 left here in the second quarter. And free throw is in and out and back in, so a point there for Prairie Lee. 44-22. And that was Garcia, Prairie Lee's Garcia. And there's a free throw there as well. In the final minute here in the second quarter of game number 1. And 2 shot that ball and missed everything for Bloomington. That was another Reyes. They have 2 Reyes apparently on Bloomington's team. V Reyes. And they also have the deep D. That's the one that's been getting more of the action. And there's a three-pointer, and that's good. That was 13 for Prairie Lee. That was Kanspa, I believe, is who that was for Prairie Lee. Yes, it was. And there's a layup. It's good for Bloomington. That was Moreno, number 1. Stolen, and we're down to the final few seconds here. 2 with a layup, and that's good. That was V Reyes. There's 2 Reyes. There's a three-pointer on the way. Off the rim, no good. Good try there by Garza, not Garcia. There's a Garza and a Garcia on Prairie League's team, and that was Garza, number 11. So we are at halftime here. So your score at halftime is going to be the Bloomington Bobcats 48 and the Prairie League Indians 26. So, again, we're going to go quiet, but I will run some commercials, and we'll be back shortly with the second half of this game number 1 in the Luling Holiday Classic. Thank you for joining us.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, Grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our Birria Taco Plate Special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here for the third quarter here of game number 1 of the Luling Holiday Classic. Again, Eric Lugo with you, flying solo right now. Ball inbounded. Had some players fall down, but no fouls are called. Ball goes out of bounds. We're at 7:31 left here in the third quarter. Driving in and a whistle and a foul. That was Garza. Careful, one's Garza, one's Garcia for Prairie Lee. Free throw is on the way and no good. That was Garza on the free throw attempt. Garcia, their Garcia is number 20. Bloomington has a Garcia as well, as I mentioned in the first half. Ball inbounded. Zero with a jumper is no good off the rim. Rebounded, number 1, he misses. And then 3, Gardner puts it back and scores. 50-27 now. Let me get that free throw. I missed that free throw a minute ago from Garza. Coming the other way, and then Newman misses on a layup, and Zero gets it back. That's Baladez, and he scores. A missed shot there goes out of bounds. 6:40 left. The clock got a little ahead. I'm going to let it run down to catch up. There we are. 2 with the layup is good. Makes the score 54-27. That was Reyes, V. Reyes. There's 2 Reyeses. There's a D. Not sure his first name is, because I don't have the first names. There's a layup by Prairie Lee. It's good. Makes the score 54-29. Coming the other way. 2 with it. That's V. Reyes again. Over to Gardner. Gardner has it knocked away and goes out of bounds. It's going to stay. Prairie Lee knocked it out, so it's going to stay down here with Bloomington. And again, if you're just joining us, Bloomington, a late addition to the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Apparently Sacred Heart couldn't make it, so they were able to get Bloomington. I wondered why when I got here this morning and I saw a Bloomington bus as the ball goes off the hands of Garza over to Ramirez, who lays it up. It's missed. I wonder why I saw that bus. I was like, well, they're not in our tournament, are they? I guess, well, they are now. So layup is missed by Newman, and he gets it back, and there's a whistle. We had a 3-second call on the Bobcats of Bloomington. Ball inbounded. Jumper is no good by Garza, but he does get fouled. They got a lot of work to do. They're trailing by 25 points. And also, if you weren't with us earlier, I did explain, but I'll go ahead and do it again. We're going to have a timeout. I believe we got an official timeout here. We got actually a 30-second one now, and that's going to be on Bloomington. And I'm pretty sure my tally is correct. I know they called one earlier that I didn't ever see taken off the board by the scorers table. Like I said, our girl, Trish Calloway, she get on your job over there. You're not even over here, and you're not getting, you have to make sure you get it right. So the timeout, like I said, was Bloomington's timeout. So we'll take another one off their tally. So should be, by my calculations, 2 left for Bloomington and 3 left for Prairie Lee. So we're at 5:22 left in the, let me go ahead and back that clock up a little bit. Of course, those of y'all that have been with us on broadcast, y'all know that I try my best to keep up. It's not obviously tied into the game clock here at the gym. So free throw up, no good. That's Garza shooting the free throws. Second one is missed as well. Rebound fought for, and Bobcats come away with it. Do invite you to stay tuned to the second game of this pod number 1, calling them pods. And there's a layup that's good, and that was Moreno for the Bobcats. And the game will be between the Flatonia Bulldogs, and there's a whistle and a foul, and the Hondo Owls. So that'll be the next game. And then after that game, we're going to go ahead and I'll shut it down, and then we'll start a new pod, which will be the next 2 games. So it's basically that's how it's going to work every 2 games. So the pods will basically start at approximate times, of course, but from now on, noon, 3, and 6, basically. So, of course, there are approximate times. So, as I mentioned, as there's a 3-pointer missed by Garza, it's easiest to subscribe to our channel because then you get notified as layup good there by Gardner for Bloomington. And Garza coming the other way, and he lays it up, and it's good. And gets fouled as well. So a bucket there for Prairie Lee makes the score 58-31. At 4:30 left here in the third quarter. Free throw was good. Three-point play completed there by Garza for the Indians. Coming the other way, and good passing by the Bobcats, and score there by Valadez, number 0. I think we got one of our teams coming in. It's like Flatonia's coming in here, and there's a bank. The bank is open early in the morning here, and that was Garza with that 3-pointer for the Indians. Steal coming the other way. Ramirez for the Indians. Layup is good. I went the wrong side there, sorry. 60-37 the score. And 2 with it for the Bobcats. Lays it up, and it's good. That's V. Reyes. There's 2 Reyes, and a D. There's a whistle. D is in David. Not sure if that's that young man's name. I just know it starts with a D. I don't have first names again. As we go on this tournament and start seeing these teams, I may have some of the coaches cooperate and give me the first names. We got Valadez with a layup there for the Bobcats. And then we'll have first and last names. And I'm going to say that at the very least for the last few games tomorrow, the third place game, the championship game, I'm going to try to get first and last names for both teams. There's a jumper. That's Harkey for the Indians. Makes a bucket there. There's a whistle. We're at 3:03 left here in the third quarter. Again, the Bobcats comfortably ahead right now by 25. Garza coming the other way with it for Prairie Lee. And knocked away and out of bounds. Again, the tournament round robin. So these 2 teams will play the other 2 teams in their pools. And I believe this is their pool B, this pool here. There's a layup. It's good by Moreno. Prairie Lee and now Bloomington instead of Sacred Heart are pool B. And Harkey was trying to shoot a jumper there and got it blocked, and it's going to be stolen by Ramirez. It's coming the other way. And had it knocked away by one of the Bobcats. We're at 2:21 left here in the third quarter. Got a substitution for Bloomington, number 55 coming in. That's Dilworth. There's a 3-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Dilworth came up with the rebound, comes into the game, and gets right into the action. We got both teams here for the next game. Looks like Hondo just arrived, and Dilworth in there again, had it blocked, and then Harkey comes up with it for Prairie Lee. Gets it over to Ramirez, over to Garza, and over to 15, and that's a 3, and that misses everything. 15 is Woods for Prairie Lee. So Dilworth inbound the ball for Bloomington. It almost stepped over the line and committed a violation, but he stayed behind it. And then, so you can see the guys walking there, that the Flatonia guys walking there in front of you. 11 for a three-pointer, no good. That was Garza. Coming the other way is the Bobcats. 4 with it, that's Melker. And Dilworth comes up with it. Tried to get a shot off, couldn't, but he still has the ball. Over to 21, that's Garcia, El Garcia. We're going to get a travel here. Yes, we did get a travel. 1:09 left here in the third quarter. I always say quarter, but I guess it should say period. It's basketball, so there are really more periods. The three-pointer is no good. And we're just down under a minute left in the third. I'll go ahead and switch up now, period. Third period. But I'm not promising it's going to last. Dilworth with it for Bloomington, gets it up the floor to his teammate. Over to 21, it's a jumper, and it's good. 21 again, Garcia. That's the Garcia. Of course, Prairie Lee has a Garcia as well as a Garza. Three-pointer, that's missed. Rebound, I believe that was Woods. That's it for Prairie Lee. Yes, it was. And bucket there again. I didn't see who that was. I was looking down, try to get the name. But that was a bucket by Bloomington. Makes the score 70-39. So looks like Bloomington's heading into the win column. And there's a layup. That's good. Nice shot there by Ramirez for Prairie Lee. Down in the final seconds here of the third period. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. 7 seconds, 7.7 officially. .13 with it. And try to get rid of it. Instead, the clock runs out, and that is the end of the third period. So your score here in game number 1 of the Luling Holiday Classic, the Bloomington Bobcats 70 and the Prairie Lee Indians 41. So we're in a commercial here. Let's see here. Even though they're closed right now, I'll go ahead and run the commercial for L&S Restaurant. No, Fred, it's just closed for the holidays, but they will be back open a week from today on Thursday, January 2nd. So in the meantime, you can just kind of look at the food and plan your next week or so out. And when they open back up, you can go in there. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo flying solo right now. And the steal there. Oh, look, it's going to be a carry by the Indians. I've had to catch myself a few times already because we just had the Prairie League girls here at Eagle High School gym recently, and they're the Arrows. So I'm always 2 or 3 times I wanted to say Arrows, and it's not. These are the Indians. So there's a layup. That's good. That was Valadez for Bloomington. And we got a whistle. Is that going to be a – no, it's a travel. So no bucket there. 7-19. Dilworth will be inbounding the ball for Bloomington. Gets it over to, that was V. Reyes. That's V like Vincent. So, and there's a rebound, no good. Rebounded by Prairie Lee. I think that was Ramirez that had the ball, number 1, and then he drew a foul on one of the Bobcats. Ball inbounded. So assuming this score holds up, Prairie Lee will be 0-1 in the tournament, and Bloomington will be 1-0. And then once the pool play is over, then that'll determine where they're at in the final 4 games of the tournament tomorrow. They'll be playing, I believe both these teams are playing again later today, one more time. And Dilworth misses on a hook shot there, I guess you'd call that. 6:35 left in the 4th quarter. Ball inbounded, and Valadez is good on a layup there for Bloomington. Coming the other way is Prairie Lee. Ramirez gets the ball, dribbling it around. There's a whistle. And again, invite you to stay tuned for the next game here in this first pod, which is Flatonia Bulldogs and the Hondo Owls. And there's a jumper just beyond free throw line, no good. And Dilworth has it for the Bobcats, gets it up the floor. 4 with it, over to 21 of the layup, it's good. 21 is Garcia, L. Garcia. L like Leon, Leonard. The ball goes out of bounds. Dilworth will be inbounding for Bloomington. Gets it back from his teammate, Melker. Inside to Valadez, and Valadez scores once again. That young man, I'm going to say, has quite a few points in this contest, and they're going to have a whistle, and they're going to get a timeout. And I really don't think they're keeping up with the timeouts on the big board. I kind of rely on them to help me, but I'm not sure who called that one. I think it was Prairie Lee. Looks like that's who it was. So I'm going to take it off their tally. Yeah, I'll be going over there and having a conversation with them between games. So y'all need to keep up with the timeouts on the board here because I rely on y'all. And if y'all don't do it, then I'll probably have it wrong for y'all out there watching on YouTube. So, but I did see the official just then point to Prairie Lee's bench, so I'm pretty sure they were the ones that called that timeout. So what you see there in front of you I'm thinking should be correct. We're at 5:30 left here in the officially left here in the 4th quarter. Ball inbounded to Ramirez by Canspa. Over to number 20 and knocked away. 21 with it and coming up the floor. Number 4 loses it for Bloomington. That was Melker. He got it from Garcia. And the other way, Prairie Lee is coming that way, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. It was a good pass there by Garcia to Ramirez. And it's going to be a foul. So Ramirez will go to the free throw line for Prairie Lee. And that first free throw is good. Makes the score 78-42. Free throw is good there as well. Oh, and it goes out through the wickets there of V. Reyes. Like I said, V is in Vincent. And pass into Harkey, and he gets fouled by the Bobcats. Well, actually, it's going to be a violation of some sort. I didn't see what it was, but Dilworth to be inbound on the ball. It was a turnover. Ball goes off some players and ends up in the hands of Kenspa, and Kenspa gets fouled. And that's Cancpa. Unless it's Canepa. I don't know. I'll check on that. But this book, it's just like Cancpa. So if it's supposed to be an E, it doesn't look like an E. So I'll check with their coach before they have their next game. Free throw, and he misses everything. Way short. 4:54 officially left in the fourth quarter. Their free throw there is good. Makes the score 78-43. Or actually 44. I guess I did what the score, actually, there it goes. It was just a little behind of updating. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. We got a foul, and it's like Garza's heading to the line for Prairie Lee. Got a small team, Prairie Lee, as far as the numbers-wise, so free throw is good there by Garza. It's got to be hard on them to play a full game with pretty much just one substitute available. And free throws missed and rebounded by the Bobcats. Coming the other way, that's Reyes, Reyes. And turnover, he tried to pass it across court and had the ball turned over. And Garza with it, gets it over to Ramirez. Back to Garza, back to Ramirez. Inside, and didn't see that was 20 for Prairie Lee. There's a miss, rebounded. 20 is Garcia for Prairie Lee. 21, that's a short runner, that's good. And that was 21, that's Garcia, El Garcia for El as in Leonard, like I said. Ball goes out, and we're going to have wholesale substitutions for the Bobcats. 80-45 the score now, so looking like I said earlier, that Bobcats will be 1-0, and the Prairie Indians will be 0-1 after this game. Inside one, and that's a layup. That's good. That was Moreno. He got the pass from I believe that was Melker, 4. Three-pointer from Ramirez, and that's good. Makes the score 82-48. And 3 Gardner, and misses on the runner off the backboard and the rim. And I want to thank my good friend here, Mark Lou, for running the camera, too, for these first few games today. So he, between the first half, second half, he went and hit up the hospitality room already. And missed by Bloomington, but gathering it in and scoring there off the backboard is number 3, Gardner. Three-pointer on the way is no good from Prairie Lee. Number 15. That was Woods. Coming the other way is Hanspud, misses, and then put back there by Garza, number 11. Excuse me. Yeah, Garza, number 11. Sorry about that. Not Garcia. Garcia's number 20. And missed by Newman for Bloomington. Coming the other way, and then stolen, and Newman gets it back from his teammate, number 15, and that's good. That was D. Reyes. He like David. Oh, and that's a three-pointer from Prairie Lee. Good. That's was Garza. And knocked away and stolen. And the other way is number 1 for Bloomington. Layup is no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. at a minute 38, and we're going to get a timeout here from the Bobcats. So let's go ahead and take that off their tally. So I have them with 1 left, and I have Prairie Lee with 2 left for the game. So again, thanks to everyone for joining us. Since I'm by myself right now, I don't really have a way. I may try to see if I can do it between games, check for comments, if anybody's making any kind of comments about what they're seeing. We do appreciate all the comments, the favorable ones and even the not so favorable ones. If you have any suggestions, always please let us know, and we'll try our best to incorporate the suggestions into what we do. Now, I'm going to make a promise we can do everything that you suggest or would like to see happen, but we'll try our best. I'll say it that way. So it's a minute 38 left here in the fourth quarter, and again, the Bloomington comfortably on top, 86-53. So again, between the two games, I'll go ahead and run commercials, and there's only supposed to be a 15-minute break between games. So, and that's even if the schedule runs however it runs, ahead, behind, whatever. So 20 with the ball and throws it away. Newman comes up with it for Bloomington. Goes the other way, lays it up, and it's good. Newman with 2 points there for the Bobcats. Like Garza was going to attempt a 3, and then they got his mind changed by the Bloomington defense. And goes off, and it's going to be out of bounds. It should be Prairie Lee's ball down here on this end. Minute 8 left here in the fourth quarter of game number 1 of this Luling Holiday Classic 2024 edition. Knocked away. Three-pointer by Ramirez is no good. Barely hit the bottom side of the backboard. Coming the other way is Bloomington. Newman with it and gathers it in. And there's a whistle. And let's see, did we get a foul here? What did we get exactly? Let's see. And again, we do invite you to stay tuned for that next game. It's going to be between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Hondo Owls. And my sidekick here, Mark, says it ought to be a pretty good game. So make your plans to join us. And three-pointer is no good by 13 for the Indians. Newman with it and whistle. And it's going to be an offensive foul or a turn. I couldn't see what the call was, but we're just about done with this first game here. 20 seconds and counting. Three-pointer is good by Garza for Prairie Lee. Coming the other way is Gardner for Bloomington. Gets it over to number 1, and that's Moreno. He lays it up and misses. And we're just about done with this game number 1 at 3.5 seconds left, 3.5. Ball inbounded, and it's a three-pointer. It's no good, and that should do it. It is it. So the final score in game number 1 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic is going to be the Bloomington Bobcats. Try to get let me go ahead and there's something on my computer here. I'm going to get rid of that right quick. So let's see here. So again, as you see there, the final score, this game number 1 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic, the Bloomington Bobcats 88 and the Prairie Lee Indians 56. So we'll again invite you to stay tuned for the back half of this first pod of the broadcasting wise. It'll be between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Hondo Owls, and we'll be here probably in about 15 minutes or so. So in the meantime, like I said, we'll go silent and run a few commercials, and we'll be back shortly here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special, we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable, and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
Good morning again, everybody, and welcome to game number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. This game will be between the Hondo Owls and the Flatonia Bulldogs. Again, this is Eric Lugo, your play-by-play voice for the basketball side of Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast. And again, I am alone today. My co-workers, except for or my colleagues, let me say, except for one, that's Trish Galloway. And you might can see her in the camera there. She's the one behind the possession arrow. She's helping out at the scorer's table today, helping her sister, Judy Magallanes, which she's there to your, what you're seeing there to your left. So, about to get started here. I do have Mark Lube helping. Mark works for the Luling Newsboy, writes for the Luling Newsboy, among other papers. I think he also writes for the Shiner paper, and not sure. What wallpapers do you write for anyway? You work for Luling, I know, Shiner, and Yoakum and Moulton. Okay, so there you go. So thanks to Mark for helping me out today. I needed, put out the call, needed some help since I can't do it all by myself. And Mark was nice enough to take time out of his busy schedule to come help out some. He's going to be here covering the Yoakum when Yoakum plays later this afternoon at 1:30. But for now, he's helping me running the camera. So about to get started here, and I do have names for both teams this time. Last names again. I only get what I have in the book. So, and I'll try to get everybody's name right. So apologize in advance if I do get somebody's name wrong. Try to remember to go check the comments, see if I have anybody. That's usually where I get something like that. You got so-and-so's name wrong. So, okay, so we're underway here. Again, my not-so-world-famous Craig Way impersonation as Flatonia brings the ball up the floor. Flatonia is the home team wearing white, has maroon numerals on their jerseys. Flatonia across the front in block lettering, and we got a stoppage of play there, a whistle. The maroon block lettering, and then we already have a timeout already. And let's see who called that timeout. Let's see, it was called by Hondo, so let's go ahead and take the timeout off Hondo's tally. That's early to be doing that, but apparently coach saw something he didn't like. And speaking of Hondo, they were the visiting team in this game number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic, and they're wearing their blue uniforms, blue travel uniforms with white numerals and white Hondo and little rainbow-looking block lettering across their jerseys and white trim on them. And, of course, Flatonia has maroon trim on theirs. So there you go, the not-so-world-famous Craig Way impersonation. Back to action here. 3 with the ball for the Owls. The Owls and the Bulldogs here, the mascots for these respective teams. Pass inside, and it's laid up and good by number 11 for Hondo. Flatonia bringing the ball the other way. Let me get these names for y'all. That was number 2 for Hondo, which was, I don't have a number 2. That's not going to be good. That was maybe number 3. It was Alvarez, if that's who it was. I was thinking it was number 2, and there's a whistle and a foul. That's 23 shooting for Flatonia. That was Savadra, Savadra. He's the one at the line now. Going to shoot 2 free throws. Free throw is good by Savadra. And obviously the first game for both teams in this 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Free throw is good as well for Savadra. Tied at 2 early in the ball game. 23 with it and knocked away. .23 for Hondo is Rivera. And there's a three-pointer, and that's good for Hondo. That's number 10. That's Quintanilla. Coming the other way are the Bulldogs. Inside, number 2, and that's a layup off the glass. It's good. Pace the score 5-4. That was Geese Giese. I'm not sure how you say that last name. It's a Giese. I'm going to go with Geese for right now. That was Alvarez for Hondo that put the ball in off the backboard, makes the score 7-4. Flatonia coming the other way with it. And a miss, rebounded, and 11 comes away with it for Hondo, and then turned over. We're going to get a foul here, a hold. And those of y'all that follow us on a regular basis, you'll know that Flatonia was here. It was about a little over a week ago to take on the Luling Eagles, and they did defeat the Luling Eagles that evening, 53-50. 5 drives in and it misses, and rebounded by Hondo. That's number 11. That's Barr, B-A-R-R. And he has it now. Over to 23, who shoots a three-pointer, and it's off the rim, no good. That was Rivera, and the ball goes out of bounds. Hondo leading 7-4 in the early going. Again, Hondo, the visiting team, wearing the dark colored jersey, the blue colored jersey, and then the Flatonia Bulldogs, the home team, wearing white. Ball inbounded. Three-pointer by number 10. That was Quintanilla, no good. And rebound fought for, and then again a steal. 23 with it, and it has it blocked. And 35 came away with it, and all that crowd and scored. That was 35 was Decker Lopez, a hyphenated last name, Decker Lopez. 23 with it for Flatonia, over to 24, over to number 5, over to 23, and it's a layup, and it's good off the glass. And that was Savadra, 23. 11 with it, out front to 35, over to 10. And then steal by loss. That was Green, number 5, for Flatonia. He gets it back from his teammate, Cruz, 24. There's a whistle. We're going to get an offensive foul. So we have somebody taking pictures down there, I'm assuming for one of the teams that's playing. I'm not sure which one. Ball inbounded. 23 with it. Oh, and has it knocked away. 24 for Hondo. Cruz comes up with it inside to 23. Back out to 2, and he shoots a three-pointer. It's no good off the rim. Rebounded by a 3 for Flatonia. Hondo. Sorry about that. 3 was Alvarez for Hondo. Inside, and a layup misses everything. Short. That was 24. That's Schulte. Coming the other way is Flatonia, and thrown away by Green. And coming the other way is Hondo. Layup is good by number 20. That was Sanchez. Coming the other way are the Flatonia Bulldogs. And the score by the Bulldogs makes the score 11-8. 23 coming the other way with it. I was looking down, so I didn't see who that was, but I did see it was a bucket. Three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Flatonia. And we got a whistle. And we're going to get a foul here, I believe. Quick first quarter here, down to 3 minutes already. Just a little over 3 minutes left in the first, or like I told you, probably wouldn't last long, first period. Should really be periods in basketball. Green with it for Flatonia. Drives into the lane, and he misses a runner off the rim. Coming the other way is Hondo, and they lose the ball. This Geese comes up with it, Giese again on that last name. And he has it blocked by 23 for Hondo. Coming the other way, and three-pointer, no good off the rim. Rebounded by Geese for Hondo. Has it. I thought he had passed it off, but no, he has it. Bringing it up the floor. Over to Green. Green, number 5. And drives and has it and backs up and shoots a 3, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by 24 for Hondo. That's Schulte once again. 20 with it. And has it blocked by Geese. And Geese gets the ball back from his teammate Green. And inside to number 12, and there's going to be I think it's going to be a jump ball here. Yeah, there is a jump ball at 1:48 left here in the first period. Got a whistle. And no, we didn't show you the game, but one thing about this Flatonia head coach is he's very easy to hear. Even right here we're in our broadcast location, which is clear across the court. Green with the ball for Flatonia. Gets it inside to 12. 12 is Anderson for Flatonia. Green has the ball now. Dribbling, passes to Geese. And passes it off to Anderson. Oh, and a turnover. No, it's not. Actually, stays in inbounds. Geese ends up back with it. Dribbling it around on the outside of the three-point line and pulls up and shoots a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebounded, or actually they choose to let it go out of bounds. Do the Hondo Owls. Number 20 right there decided to let it go out of bounds. So that was Sanchez that watched it go out. Down at right at a minute, a little under now left in the first period. 23 with it. Over to 33, over to 20. Crowd filling in now after we started out with not many people here early this morning. We first came on with the broadcast. Ball inbounded, 13 in for his first action for, and that's whistle. Perez. There's 2 Perez's on Flatonia's team. This is Z Perez that had the ball, and then there's also a C, as in Chris Perez. 33 with it. Oh, we tried to get it to his teammate, and his teammate was not looking for the pass. So we're at 27.3 left here in the first period. Tight ball game, and Mark Lube did tell us thought it was going to be a pretty good game, and so far it's turning out to be that way. And both these teams are in Pool A along with the Eagles. There's a scrum there, and Flatonia comes away with it. Time running down, and floater by Green is no good at the buzzer. So we are at the end of the one period here at Eagle High School Gym in game number 2 of the Luling Holiday Classic, and your score is the Hondo Owls 11 and the Flatonia Bulldogs 8. So we'll take a brief break here. We'll go ahead and run a commercial for the Luling Foundation, good friends over there. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagle Sports broadcast.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo and my camera person for today, Mark Lube, here with you from Eagle High School Gym on the campus of Luling High School. And there's a quick turnover by the Hondo Owls as we start the second period. .13 with the ball for Flatonia. That's Perez, Z Perez. I like Zeke, kind of. I'm not sure, like I said, if that I might be guessing the name right, but I don't have the first name. I just have the first initial. There's a C Perez as well, and, as we got a three-pointer miss. And Green comes the other way with it for Flatonia, and is going to get a whistle and draw a foul. And Green will go to the line for Flatonia to shoot 2 shots, 2 free throws, that is. First one on the way is up and off the back of the rim and no good. Again, Flatonia, the home team, in this game number 2. And Hondo, the visitors, and their free throw there by Green. The second one is good. 11-9 the score now. And a short jumper is no good by 23. That was Schulte, I believe, for Hondo. So coming the other way is 13. That's, again, Perez, Z Perez. And tried to get it to his teammate Anderson and couldn't get it there. Perez has the ball, gets it over to Green. Green and gets it inside to Anderson. Anderson loses it, but 23 comes away with it. That's Savadra, Savadra on that last name. Green has it now. Guarded out there by number 3 for Hondo. And Green drives in, lays it up. It's off the glass and no good. Rebounded by Hondo coming the other way, and there's a whistle. We're going to get a foul. And I think the ball did go in. I didn't see it, but it looked like it went off, but apparently it did go in. So it'll be an and one for the young man at the free throw line. Up, and it's good. That's 24. Trying to get the ball in, and it may be a 5-second. I think it already called a timeout. What it was, the Flatonia coach ended up having to call a timeout because they couldn't inbound the ball. So it'll be one off their tally. So it was 24 that was on the free throw. So see who that was. .24 for Hondo is Schulte. 23 is Rivera. So 6:21 officially left here in the second period. Again, the Hondo Owls lead by 5, 14-9. Ball inbounded. Perez with it. Oh, and he falls down, slips, and now trying to get it to his teammate. He can't get it there. It's going to be a jump ball. And it looks like the jump ball is going to go the way of Flatonia. Actually, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong. It's going to go the way of Hondo. Once it's inbounded, it will go Flatonia's way. I'll go ahead and get that. I didn't do that on the first game, but I'll try to remember to do it this one. Ball passed around. Turned over. Two with it. Geese, no, he throws it off the hands of his teammate. Goes out of bounds. Hondo coming the other way. Turnover. I'm sorry. It's 24 in his hands for a 3. It's no good. Now it's going to go out of bounds on turnover. So got a whistle. We're at 5:39 officially left here in the second period. I'm going to let the clock catch back up. There we go. Levin with it over to 10 for Hondo. 10 with it. 10 is Quintanilla. There's 2 Quintanillas apparently. There's just one. 10 is Quintanilla for Hondo, and I think he was the one that shot 3-pointer there. Missed. Green comes away with it for Flatonia. There's a whistle as he goes down the floor. So Hondo will be inbounding the ball. That'll be 15. That's Elizondo. Well, actually, a change on that. Actually, it's Flatonia inbounding the ball, not Hondo. So ball inbounded. And the possession arrow is right now with Flatonia. Geese with it. Turnover. They're going to have a whistle. At 4:37 left in the second period. Got a whistle. Going to have some substitutes. Score still 14-9 in favor of the Hondo Owls. Ball inbounded. And turnover, and 12 comes away with it for Hondo. That's Garcia. At 4:20 left in the second period. All inbounded, and shot by 12 is missed. That was Garcia. We're going to get a foul. 4:15 left in the second period. Green with the ball for Flatonia. Dribbling it out front, guarded by 15 for Hondo. Knocked away. 23 comes away with it for Rivera. Schulte's 24. That's 23, Rivera. And then missed by Garcia. And shot, that was 3, I believe, Alvarez, and he missed. Rebounded by Geese for the Bulldogs. And they're going to have a whistle. At 3:41. Got Geese going to shoot the free throws here for Hondo. First one is up and it's good. Makes the score 14-10. Second one is up and misses off the backboard. And rebounded by Hondo. That was Schulte, 24. And there's a whistle as he goes through the lane, gets fouled by one of the Bulldogs. So Schulte will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Schulte on that last name. And this is, I mentioned it earlier. I didn't quite finish my thought, though. As the free throw is up and good by Schulte. That this is Pool A in the tournament. These two teams, along with the Luling Eagles, home Luling Eagles. And there's a free throw good. Geese with the ball for Flatonia. Green with it now. Dribbling it out front. And drives in, misses. Rebounded by Green. He missed again. And rebounded by Hondo. That was got a foul there. That was 23 on the rebound. That was 23 for Hondo. That's Rivera. So, and to the free throw line here is Hondo. The first one's up, and it's good. That's number 5 for Hondo. Makes the score 17-10. That's Tapia, T-A-P-I-A last name. So Tapia will shoot a second free throw here. And that one's good as well. Do we get a lane violation here, though? Or we may have gotten a lane violation, so that free throw will not count. Oh, got a whistle. As Green was going to take the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. We're at 3:01 officially left here in the second period. I believe the Industrial Cobras, I'll double check at halftime, that Green goes to the free throw line, are the other team in the pool along with these two teams and in Luling. Second free throw coming for Green. Is off the rim, no good as well. Rebounded by Hondo, coming the other direction. 23 and runs, and that was Rivera. He missed on the runner. Rebounded by Anderson, gets it over to Green for Flatonia. Green coming the other way and misses on a layup off the backboard and rim. Rivera coming the other way for Hondo, gets it over to Tapia. Inside to Rivera. It looked like he traveled. Yeah, it took him a little while to call that, but it was travel. 2:30 officially in the second period. Again, Hondo up by 7, 17-10. Green with it for Flatonia. Gets it over to Anderson. Oh, knocked away by Rivera for Hondo. It's coming the other direction. And there's a whistle. We're going to get a foul on the Bulldogs. And Hondo will be inbounding the ball. The fourth team foul on Flatonia, so the next one will put Hondo in the double bonus for the rest of the quarter. Green coming the other way with it for Flatonia. There's a whistle, and he scores. So at 2:05 left in the second period, Flatonia cuts the lead to 5, and Green will go to the line and try to cut the lead down even further. And there it is. Makes the score 17-13. 5 with it, over to 24. That's Schulte, and it's knocked out of bounds. 35, that was Decker Lopez that went over his head and out of bounds. Ball inbounded. Green with it for Flatonia. It's over to Geese, back to Green. Green lays it up, and it's good. Cuts the lead to 2 for Hondo. About a minute and a half left here in the second period. 5 with it, shoots a three-pointer. That was Tapia. He misses. Green, the Bulldogs number 5, comes away with it. He stepped out of bounds. He did. I saw it right right in front here. Not sure if Mark caught that on the camera, but I think he's a little bit too far out to do that. But it does go out of bounds. It's actually 1:25 officially. So I'm going to let the clock stop for momentarily. I'll start it back up when we catch up. And there it is. So 24, Schulte with it, gets it in, over to 20. That's Sanchez. Pass it inside, and there's a foul. 1:13 left here in the second period. And looks like 35, Decker Lopez is heading to the line for Hondo. So Decker Lopez will get his dribbles and shoots it. And misses on the first free throw. One more coming for Decker Lopez. Again, at halftime, we'll run the commercial set for you. And there's a whistle, but we're going to get a lane violation. Yep, we are. And halftime's kind of short, the 6 minutes here. At least that's what it was for the first game. I'm sure it'll be that way again for this one coming up. As Green has it and had it swiped at, but he keeps it, gets it over to Geese, his teammate. Again, that's Giese. I hope I'm saying that young man's last name right. That's the one I'm almost sure I'm not getting right. But Green with it, drives into the lane, and almost scored on a 1-and-1 again, but it did just fall outside of the bucket. 46.5 seconds left here in the second period, and Green will go to the line. They'll be trying to tie it up here. 17-15, Hondo leads by 2, but if Green sinks both these free throws, it'll be tied up. And there's the first one. It's good. 17-16. And there's second free throw good. And we're all tied up here in game number 2. 20 with the ball, gets it over to 24. That was Sanchez that had it, got it over to Schulte. And now 23, Rivera has it. Now back to Schulte. And over to 20. He has a shot blocked by Anderson for Flatonia. Down at about 20 seconds left here in the second period. Green gets it and shoots a 3, and it's good. And he gives his team the lead. 20-17. Pretty much been the Green show here for the Bulldogs here in these last few seconds, or last couple of minutes, let me say even. He's got his team not only even, but now out in front after they trailed by 7 points a little earlier. So going to the line are the Owls. Free throw is up, and it's good. That's number 20. That's Sanchez. See if they can cut it to right before the end of the second period here. 1, and they did. So let's see. Throwing it up, and no good by Green at the buzzer. So that is halftime here, game number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is going to be the Flatonia Bulldogs 20 and the Hondo Owls 19. So we're going to go take a brief break again, run commercials for you, go silent on your end. So don't fret. We'll be back here shortly here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast. So thank you for watching today. And just a reminder that this next, after this game, we'll go to the next pod 2. So if you're looking at it there on YouTube. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, The chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable, and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special, we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
We're back here on the Luling Eagle Sports broadcast, and this pod number 1 for the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. And I did check at halftime, and yes, it is the Industrial Cobras that are in the Pool A with these two teams, and then the home team, the Luling Eagles. The other pool is going to be Prairie Lee that we saw earlier, along with Bloomington, as we saw earlier as well. And then I still have it here. I thought I had already put it up. And Karn City and Yoakum. Karn City will be in the next game. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Against Prairie Lee. We're underway here in the third period. Green with the ball for Flatonia, over to Geese, over to 21. Put my phone down. I need it for the my roster's on there, so let's see. And miss by Geese, and he gets it back and then kicks it. Going to go out of bounds. Hondo will be inbounding the ball. And this is 11, bringing it for that's Barr, B-A-R-R. And gets it over to Rivera and miss by 3. That was Alvarez. Rebounded by Green for Flatonia. Over to Geese. Back over to Green. Back to Geese. And inside to 21, that is Ramirez. So they score on that. Three-pointer, 23-19. And Hondo misses. And Green coming the other way with it for Flatonia. And over to Ramirez, who shoots on a jumper. It's good. Makes the score 25-19. 11 with it for Hondo. Again, that's Barr, B-A-R-R. 10 with it for a 3, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Green for Flatonia. Coming the other way, over to Geese, over to Green. Over to 23. 23 is Savadra for Flatonia, and then back to Green. Savadra has it now, drives into the lane, shoots it, and scores. Makes the score 27-19. So a good run here to start off by the Bulldogs coming out of the half. Three-pointer on the way is no good. Rebounded, and that's good. Well, that's Hondo's first 2 points of the third period. I believe that was 35 on that putback. That's Decker Lopez. The ball goes out of bounds. Going to be turned over. Got 5:14 left in the third period. Ball inbounded. Flatonia now leading by 6, 27-21. 11 with it. That's Barr over to 3. That was Alvarez, and there's a whistle. 4:59 left in the third period. This game number 2 moving right along here. Ball inbounded to Barr. 23 with it. The floater is no good. Rebounded, and that's missed. That was Tapia, 5. I believe that on that putback, and then there's a whistle and a foul. Ball inbounded. Barr with it. Shoots a jumper. Misses everything pretty much. Rebounded by 21. There's a whistle. That was Ramirez on the rebound for Flatonia. Five with it. Green for the Bulldogs. Sit up to 23, and it's a three-pointer. No good off the rim. And the same team looked at his teammate and said, I got it here. Barr with it. That was Alvarez that looked at Barr. And Barr shoots a three-pointer, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for, and goes out of bounds. Ball thrown away. It's going to be, I believe it is. They can do that now. Used to could not cross the midcourt line, but they can do that now. So no turnover. Three with it. It's Alvarez for a three. He misses. Rebounded by Green for Flatonia. Young man's had a really good game so far on both sides. Ramirez, he misses on a layup. And a whistle goes out of bounds. Looks like the ball's going to stay with Flatonia on this end, closest to us. Ball inbounded. Green drives into the lane, lays it up, and it's good. Green for the Bulldogs. Barr coming the other way with it. 23 has it and drives in, misses on a jumper. Rivera's 23 for the Owls. And knocked away by Barr. Good defense there by that young man. We're at 3:27 officially left here in the third period. Green ends up with, there's going to be a whistle. Well, as I started the clock, good sportsmanship there right in front of us here by Green and Barr for Hondo. And Barr's going to come out, and Quintanilla is going to sub in, number 10. Green with it for the Bulldogs. Over to 23. 23 with a three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Green, and Green shoots it, misses, but he's going to get a foul, draw a foul, that is. Flatonia now up by 8. Free throw is good by Green. Second one is no good. He knew right away he had missed it, but his teammate rebounded there, number 4. That's Perez, the other Perez, C. Perez, P-E-R-E-Z. And 10 misses on the jumper for Hondo. That was Quintanilla. Keith's coming the other way with it for Flatonia over to 23, gets it back. That was Savandra, I believe, 23, and there's a whistle. Yes, it is. It's Savadra. I'm sorry, not Savandra. It's S-A-V-A-D-R-A. Savadra. And again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. First free throw by Geese is up and good. Gives Flatonia a double-digit lead, actually at 33-21. Must have missed a bucket somewhere. There's a free throw there, makes it 34-21. 10, Quintanilla with it for Hondo. Over to Rivera, back to Quintanilla. Quintanilla drives in, shoots a jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Rebounded, 20, that's no good. He gets it again, and that's good off the glass. Good hustle by that young man there. That was Sanchez for Hondo. Green coming the other way for Flatonia, lays it up, and it's good. Quintanilla coming the other way. Fast-paced action here. And a whistle, and it goes in. That was Sanchez, number 20, for the Owls. So give them another 2 to make the score 36-25. And they'll go to the line to shoot to try to make it a 10-point game. Actually, 2:03 left here in the third period, not 1:58. Back it up. Free throw up, and it's good. Score now 36, there's a whistle, 36-26. We're going to get a foul here. And the possession arrow is with Hondo. Got a whistle. We're going to get a timeout by, looks like Flatonia. So we'll go ahead and take that off their tally. So it leaves them with 3 for the game, and then there'll be 4 left for Hondo. So I did go over and talk to her friend, Trish Calloway, and said, she was saying that she was having trouble. She's operating the scoreboard as a fill-in for the regular scoreboard operator. Shout out to her, Gabby Huff, the daughter of Judy Magallanes. Some of y'all might know her as Gabrielle, but we all call her Gabby. So I'm not sure if you're watching at work, Gabby, but if you are, shout out to you. So, again, after this game, we're going to go ahead and shut down this particular pod, and then we'll move on to pod number 2. So so that someone doesn't have to watch a 7-hour-long broadcast, we just kind of figured it'd be the best way to do it, just split them up. That way you can watch whatever you want to watch. As it is, these are going to be like we're in the neighborhood of 2.5, 3 hours each pod that we do. So Green goes to the line for the Bulldogs to shoot free throws. First one is on the way and off, no good, off the rim. Free throw that time is good, or we got a lane violation, so it won't count. So take the point off the board. Hondo come the other way, looking to cut the lead back down to single digits. There's a 3 on the way, and off the rim and no good. That was Rivera, and then Ramirez, I believe, had the ball 21, and it was able to get it out of there. Geese has it up the floor, lays it up, and it's good. So Flatonia back up by 12. Quintanilla with the ball, gets it out to Schulte. Back to Quintanilla, and then it goes off the hands of 33, and he loses it. And ball's gonna go out of bounds. I believe his last touch by Hondo. So Flatonia will get it. And they are gonna get it. Flatonia will get the ball. Off the hands of, and it goes out of bounds. Right in front of the Flatonia coach. Can't assume that he's too thrilled with that. Minute 22 left here in the third period. Green with it. Gets it over to 23. And over to Ramirez, 21. And then Green, and going to get fouled and count the basket, I believe, as well. Let's see. Haven't put it on the board yet, but let's see. I believe the official did say the basket was good. There it was. It just took a little while to put it on there, and there's a rebound by the Hondo. So Flatonia, with one period to go, looking to go 1-0 in the tournament in Pool A play. Down under a minute now left in the third period. Quintanilla with misses on a three for Hondo. It rebounded Sanchez, and he got it blocked. And Green comes up with it for Flatonia. He gets it from Ramirez, his teammate, and then there's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be a foul. Looked like it was on 20 for Hondo. That's Sanchez, I believe. Yes, it is Sanchez. Assuming that's who it was on. I didn't really see who it was. Free throw up and short by Green. Flatonia leading by 14, 40-26. Free throw up and good. Makes the score 41-26. Quintanilla with it. Thought about a three, instead passed it to Schulte. Over to number 12. I believe that's his first action. He's in. Let me get you a name on that young man. Quintanilla misses on a three-pointer. 12 is Garcia. I believe he was in the first half. But final seconds of the third period. And that's going to be good right at the third period horn. That was Quintanilla, number 10, that scored for Hondo there. So at the end of 3 periods here from Luling High School here on game number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is going to be, let's see here. I think I actually hit the wrong button here. Let me get that corrected. Hondo has 28. I think I put it on the wrong side of what I did a while ago. So let's get that there. And now I got it right. So the score at the end of 3 periods is going to be the Flatonia Bulldogs 41 and the Hondo Owls 28. So I got you to stay tuned for the final period of this game number 2. And we're going to run a commercial here for Magnolia Mart, and we'll be right back shortly on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our Birria Taco Plate Special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. 1 free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast, just in time to see Anderson for Flatonia with a layup. Makes the score 43-28. Barr with it, gets it over to Alvarez, out to Quintanilla. Quintanilla shoots a 3 and hits it. Makes the score 43-31. Green coming the other way over to Anderson. Anderson with another layup. 2 quick layups for Anderson for Flatonia. Ball inbounded. And Green has it for the Bulldogs. Green drives in. Oh, a high floater. And he scores. Makes the score 47-31. 3-pointer no good by number 3. Was Alvarez. Shoots that lefty. Knocked away, 24. Schulte comes up with it for Hondo. He's in the clear, and he lays it up and good. Green with it. And there's a whistle. See some of the home Luling Eagle varsity boys basketball team has made their way in. It's Jaime Gomez just go by. I think a Kaimi Baker as well. Ball being bounded by Flatonia. Apparently we had a possession arrow change somewhere along the way. Maybe it's just then, because see Flatonia has it now. We got a whistle. It's always the hardest thing for me to keep up with is the possession arrow changes. So it looks like Sanchez is going to inbound it for Hondo. Gets it over to Barr, number 11, over to Quintanilla. Quintanilla with a long three, misses everything. Anderson rebounds it for Flatonia. Over to Geese. Over to Green. And Anderson had it knocked away from him by Hondo. Barr comes up with it over to Schulte, and Schulte misses, but he's going to get fouled, I do believe. 5:59 officially left here in the fourth period. Both these teams trying to start the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic the right way with a 1-0 record in the pool play. Free throw is good by 24 Schulte. Wrong side, sorry. There we go, 47-34. Free throw is good again. Trying to inbound the ball, and Green, he came up with it, but he had to throw it, tried to throw it off the Hondo player, and he saw that coming, and their layup is good by Alvarez. So it makes the score 47-37. Not just over yet for the Bulldogs. Hondo trying to make a late run here. And Geese, I believe, is going to draw a foul there by the Owls. After starting out with a light crowd this morning, a few more have filled in, so just a little about, I'd say about a quarter full here at Eagle High School Gym. I imagine we'll have more later once the home team takes the court. 24 with it for, I believe it's his first action. Green, it's a three for the Bulldogs. Makes the score 50-37. Hondo coming the other direction. Alvarez with a floater scores. Makes it 50-39. Green coming the other way for Flatonia. He loses it as he's going to the lane. So it's going to be a turnover. We're at 5:09 officially, and we're going to get a timeout by one of the teams here. Let's see which one it is. So we got the timeout. It looks like it was Flatonia that called that timeout. So we're going to take it off their tally. So unofficially there, I have Flatonia left with 2 and Hondo left with 4. So and that's in agreement with what's on the scoreboard there. So again, we do invite you to stay tuned for the next pod, Pod 2. It'll be, let me get you the games here that'll be in that pod. Basically the next 2 games of the tournament. Let's see here. We got next game, which will be Karn City versus Prairie Lee. And then the game after, which is the replacement for Sacred Heart, which will be Bloomington taking on Yoakum. That's when my buddy here, Mr. Lube, is going to have to not help me with the camera. He's got to do his regular job. So I'm not sure we'll have a camera for that game if I can't find someone else to run it. So hopefully that'll be the only game we'll have to deal with that today, because I think after that Brad Wright should be here from his job, and so we should be able to run the camera from basically 4 o'clock on, 4:30 on. So the next pod 2 again, Karn City Prairie Lee and Bloomington Yoakum. Ball inbounded. We're back underway in the fourth period. Barr with it. Gets it over for a 3. It's no good. That was Quintanilla, number 10. Green with it. Guarded by Barr for Hondo. Gets it to 23. That's Savadra. Over to 24. 24 is Cruz. Hasn't played much in this game, I don't believe. I don't remember him being there very much. Barr comes the other way, and I'm not sure if that was a foul or he just fell down. I think they're going to call a foul on that, actually. We're at 4:28 left here in the fourth period. Three from Alvarez is in and out, no good. Schulte couldn't get the rebound. It did knock it away from the Flatonia player. Quintanilla with a 3, that's no good. Whistle. 4:13 left in the fourth period. So if I'm not mistaken, there's got a whistle there. The next 2 games, the Prairie League game against Karn City, and then the Bloomington and Yoakum are going to be both Pool B games. The next Pool A after this one is going to be Luling and Hondo, which at 4:30 this afternoon. Ball inbounded, and Geese has it for Flatonia. Gets it over to 23. That's Savadra. Over to number 4. That's Perez, C. Perez. And a layup by Geese as he got the ball from C. Perez. C like Chris. Barr with it and throws it away. Geese ends up with it for Flatonia. Trapped out there, but he gets rid of it to his teammate Green. Up the floor to 4. Lays it up, and it's good. That was, again, Perez, C. Perez. 20 with it, Sanchez. Gets it over to Schulte. Over to Barr for a 3. It's no good, off the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Sorry about that. I must have double hit it because it stopped and started again. So I'm going to just let it sit still for a second. Knocked away, goes out of bounds. Well, I can fix it now. It's 3:11 officially left in the fourth period. Ball fought for, and Quintanilla comes away with it and shoots one off the glass and scores. Makes the score 54-41. But Hondo still has quite a bit of work to do. Green with it. Trap, but he gets rid of it, and let's see, going to get a travel on Green for the Bulldogs. 2:52 left officially. Quintanilla with it. I have a whistle, and going to be I believe that was a foul there called on Flatonia. Hondo inbound the ball. See 14 fouls on Flatonia, so the next one will put the Owls in the bonus. Can't see the team foul. I think it's 4 each way. So either team's next foul is going to put the other team and the bonus 2 free throws for the remainder of the game. I'm not sure. We're getting some argument here at the scorers table. I'm not sure. There's some confusion. So got to clarify it there with Judy Magallanes, the guru that she has, been doing all that for a lot of years. So she'll get it straightened out right quick. If I know if anybody will, she will. So Quintanilla will go to the line. Actually, that's the 5th. That's what I guess it was. There's actually more than 5. Well, now they have 6, but 5 is all that matters. So Quintanilla goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And first one is off the rim and no good. 2:46 officially left here in the 4th period. Free throw is good there by Quintanilla. Ball being bounded. Geese has it for the Bulldogs. Trapped out and knocked away by Schulte. He steals it, lays it up, and it's good. Good job there by Schulte. Cuts the lead to 10. Green coming the other way with it for Flatonia. Gets away from the defenders and lays it up, and good. Good job by that young man. Gives them a 12-point lead. Three-pointer is off by Quintanilla. Rebounded, and they're fighting for it. And 23 came away with it. That's Rivera. And some of the fans for, I think, Tondo getting frustrated here. Right here next to us. 2:13 officially left here in the 4th period. Again, Flatonia looking good as far as going 1-0. I believe we got a foul out here. Or I'm not sure. I think he did, because actually I think he went over to the Hondo bench and shook the coach's hand. That usually the indicator that the player fouled out. So Anderson's back in for Flatonia. Free throw up and good by 23 Rivera for Hondo. Makes a score of 56-45. Free throw is good as well there. Ball inbounded. Green has it for Flatonia. Bringing the other way. Layup is no good this time. Rebounded by Rivera. Over to Sanchez, over to Schulte. Schulte lays it up, and it's good. Down under 10 now at 8 for Hondo. Geese had it blocked, rebounded, and tried to get it to Barr, but Barr doesn't get it, but he does. He gets it to Schulte. Excellent hustle there by that young man, and gets it to his teammate, and he's able to score on that basket. And they're going to have another steal. So Hondo's turning up the defensive pressure on Flatonia, and it's paying off. Barr with it. Gets it over to Rivera, to Quintanilla, to Schulte. They don't have a lot of time to waste. And they're going to have a jump ball. Actually got a timeout as the Flatonia came away with the possession. The Flatonia bench called a timeout. So another one off their tally. By my calculations, that leaves them with 1. And Hondo still has 4. So we're at a minute 12 officially left here in the 4th period. And what looked like it was going to be maybe a 1-0 start to the tournament for Flatonia is not so much now. It may not end up being that way. So sure a lot of you that follow basketball know that a minute 12 is an eternity, or can be. So the way the Owls are playing defense right now, they're only 2 possessions behind, so very possible that they can try to get back in this game and maybe force overtime, or maybe even win it outright at the buzzer. Good hustle play a while ago by that young man, Barr, number 11, to get the ball to his teammate Schulte, 24, and them to score on that layup when it looked like it was going to go out of bounds. But he turned on, the Jets did, Barr, and got that ball and kept it from going out of bounds. That's the kind of play that will earn you an all-tournament trophy, medal, whatever they're giving. I'm not sure. Most schools do medals. I'll have to check with Coach Ryan Geiger on that and see what exactly they're going to do. Or Coach Chamness, our wonderful friend of LESB, Coach Colby Chamness. Ball inbounded. Green with it for Flatonia. And Hondo still with that pressure. Barr guarding Geese there for Flatonia. Geese gets it back. Barr still guarding him hard too. And we're going to get a whistle. I'm assuming we're going to get a foul. The fourth foul on number 20. That's Sanchez for Hondo. We got it. Well, the coach is. I'm not sure if that counted because he wanted to. That's 23. That was Savadra for that shot that free throw. We're having some confusion at the scorer's table again. I don't think that free throw counted because they were trying to, in the midst of all that confusion. We're at 51.5 left here in the fourth period, and the score is still 56-50 in favor of Flatonia. Ball inbounded. Geese has it. Got it from his teammate, C. Perez. Over to 23, that's Savadra. Over to Green. They're just trying to run the clock down. They're just trying to get out of here with a win, is Flatonia. And they're doing a pretty good job of it right now. Savadra gets it over to Geese. And he's going to get a foul. He had to do that. I mean, the clock would have run out. They were doing a really good job of playing keep away. So Geese will go to the line for the Bulldogs. Try to pretty much put the game out of reach. If he can hit one of these, it should be a three-possession game this late. Most likely will give them the victory. And there's a miss. So a little bit of life for Hondo. Barr coming this way. They get it to Rivera, over to Schulte, back to Rivera. They don't really have a lot of time to waste, but it does go in on a three, and there's a whistle. That's Hondo that called that timeout. I wasn't looking, but I would almost assume that too would have called that. So 9.9 left. Let me go ahead and put it 10 seconds here on our clock. It's close enough to it. So that leaves Hondo with 3 timeouts. Of course, Flatonia has 1. But again, 9.9. I just went ahead and put it at 10 on our clock that you see there in front of you. So Flatonia, if it comes down to it, they have the possession arrow in their favor. And so the winner of this game goes 1-0, of course, and be that much closer to the championship round tomorrow. Of course, they got a lot of work to do. One game does not make one win, does not make the tournament for you. Now, we'll say if they can go on and win the other 2 games, and that would put you in a pretty prime position to be playing for a championship in this tournament. Again, we do invite you to stay tuned for the next couple of games. It'll be next game will be Karn City and Prairie Lee, and then after that it'll be Bloomington and Yoakum, both Pool B games. The next Pool A game will be this Hondo Owl team taking on the home team, the Luling Eagles. That'll be at 4:30. So a ball be inbounded here by Flatonia. Salvadra, 23, be inbounding it. So we're right now, it looks like we're running a little behind on the time as far as, the next game was supposed to have tipped at noon, and it's almost noon right now in Central Texas, USA. So I'm looking like probably about a 12:15 tip time for the next game, I would say. By the time this one finishes and they do the warm-ups for the next game. Ball inbounded. Green comes up with it and it gets fouled. 7.5 left. So that he should be going shooting 2 shots. Every foul from this point forward for both teams is a double bonus. So looking like the Bulldogs are going to come out with a victory here in game number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic, barring a miracle on the part of the Owls. They did put up a good fight, though, and Mark Lube did say this would be a good game, and it pretty much was. So, free throw good by Flatonia. One more for Green, and then that one's in and out and back in. So this will be it right here. Quintanilla lines up for a 3, and it's off the back of the rim, no good. Barr comes up with it, and at the buzzer, it's off the backboard and rim and then goes out. So that is the final in game number 2 here in the Luling Holiday Classic. So your final score in game number 2 is going to be make it official here for you right there. The Flatonia Bulldogs 59, the Hondo Owls 53. So again, we're going to close out this pod here, pod 1, and we'll come back with pod 2 here shortly. So again, the easiest way is to subscribe to us. You get notified every time something goes live. So if a new pod goes live or any kind of new broadcast goes live, then you're notified. So stay tuned. More action to come this afternoon on the Luling Eagle Sports broadcast. So invite you to move on over to pod number 2 here shortly. So thank you for watching and listening. We appreciate all y'all's support and invite you again to stay tuned for pod number 2.